Sam, fourth quarter, Dwight Howard, and it seemed like fresh legs.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't score enough, and then we couldn't, in the fourth quarter, he got his dunks, and, Turkoglu hit some big shots. And we just couldn't score enough. I mean, we got some shots, but we just couldn't score enough points. And then I thought our defense in the first half was pretty good. And third quarter slipped a little bit, and then we just couldn't score enough baskets.
Was Dwight Howard scoring, I guess, the way you wanted him to? Like, do you think he was working enough for them?
If he shoots jump shots or jump hooks or something like that, but, I mean, dunks. He lead the league in dunks by 5-1, something like that, and you can't give him dunks, especially in transition. And, he's a load. It's easy for me to say that, but the guys who guard him, it's a load. And for us to get him in foul trouble, gave us a chance hanging at it. We didn't have to do a lot of trapping and stuff. So, and then Turkoglu has just been a matchup. He and Rashard Lewis has just been a tough matchup for us because, they're both 6'9", 6'10 guys. 6'10 guys that can put the ball on the floor, and they can post us up and shoot overs. And they can put the ball on the floor and drive by. So those two just a tough matchup.
You guys had a tough competitive game until the fourth quarter. And how specifically did it go?
Well, we just couldn't sustain it. We couldn't score enough. I mean, it's hard to win on the road when you shoot 40%. We rebounded the ball well, came back and rebounded the ball. We gave him some dunks. And then, like I say, Turkoglu and those guys hit some shots. And, when you're not getting stops, you got to get some baskets. And we just couldn't score enough.
TJ it seemed like he tried to put the team on his back there a bit and try to score for you early in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did. And the thing with TJ now in the role that he's in, understanding that we need him to score, especially with Chris out, but he also got to keep the other guys involved. And so it's an adjustment for us all right now, playing without Chris and guys in different roles. But, we got a game tomorrow. We'll look at the tape at our meeting tomorrow. And but we just got to get better at those things. And TJ said he scored the ball. 7 turnovers is too many. But again, so he's got that happy medium between scoring and passing. But, I mean, it's tough when Jose and TJ got to go out and score a lot of points for us to win basketball games. Because that's not what they've normally been doing this year and last year. Yeah. All right.
But our guys knew it was important. But, I think our guys come out with the idea of wanting to play every night and wanting to win. I think our guys know what's at stake and what we're fighting for. It's just some nights you don't play real well, and we struggled in the first half, but we hung in with our defense and then got the job done down the stretch.
How do you think Jameer and Keith looked for a couple of guys that missed practice?
Yeah, I thought Jameer looked pretty good, and I thought Bogues was he gutted it out, but I thought he was really struggling. He looked very, very uncomfortable, but he hit a huge three for us, and I thought played pretty good defense. So I thought he played fine, but I thought he looked very uncomfortable. We'll have to see, tomorrow if it's getting better, staying the same, or getting worse. And if it's getting worse, then we got to get him out of there.
In the second half of your back-to-backs, the last two have not been pretty. How do you avoid
That's what
that?
we just talked about that. I don't know the answer to that. I thought early in the year we're very, very good on back-to-backs. One of the things we've run into that may have made a little bit of difference is we've run into teams that have been very, very rested. Not just one day's rest. I mean, that was Toronto's first game after the break. Philly had 3 days off, between games the last time. And now we go in the same thing. Washington's had 2 days off. So we're hitting some very, very rested teams where early in the year you'd hit them on a normal, maybe they'd had 1 day off. So maybe that had something to do with it. But we just haven't come into those games with great energy, and we'll try to get that turned around tomorrow. So our guys are aware of it. They certainly don't want to come out and play like that again, but we'll see.
Coach, still a ways out, obviously, but after a night like tonight without Bosch, is this a team that concerns you for the postseason?
Oh, I mean, everybody concerns me. No matter who we're playing would concern me. I mean, I look at everybody in the East. Look, I mean, Cleveland would be a big concern. Toronto would be a big concern. Washington, because you got to figure by then they're going to have their guys back. That would be a major concern. That team's very, very good with all their guys. Philly's playing as well as anybody in the East right now. New Jersey's playing better since they've gotten Devin Harrison. Everybody would concern me. You're not going to playoff time. It's supposed to, you're not going to have anything easy. I mean, I don't think that, Dr. Phillips High School was going to play in the first round. That's no knock. I said that once in Miami, and I had the guy at the local high school all over me. So I know they're very good, okay? That's why I use their name. So, I don't want to put anybody down, but you're not going to get a high school team in the first round. I mean, you're going to play a good NBA team. So everybody concerns me.